So this is it. This is the ultimate occasion, the biggest game. It is time to get that steely focus in the eyes. Things have bubbled up really nicely here. Now, for one of these teams, it is... Two teams, Jim Beglin, with one common thought: to have their names on this famous trophy.
Bringing back memories for me, Peter. A chance to have your name in the club's history. Having had the privilege of experiencing this a fair few times in my own career, there really is nothing that compares. Once you get there, you want to keep coming back. I still think...
The final gets underway.
As with a lot of finals, caution plays a big part in the opening stages, but an early goal can throw all that away, so I hope that we can create an attacking contest here, which obviously we want for the showpiece.
Diaz might come loose. Alde, Pedri. Dani Olmo. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Pedri with the short one. Dani Olmo crosses. Nice interception, well timed. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Pau Kubasi gets across to intercept that. João Cancelo. Yamal. João Cancelo. João Cancelo, gently done. Balde, Rafinha, Balde, Araujo, Pedri, pinged towards the front line. Dani Olmo is onto it in a flash. Oh, super find. Tar gets good distance on it. Gonna throw it. And it's been played through. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Lewandowski really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Kubasi. Pedri. Moved on forwards. That is as far as they're going to go. Olise, Goretzka. That is a brilliant interception, and it's played forward. That's a good ball. Musiala! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Musiala actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Upamecano, Kimmich, and it's Kane. Olise, Stanisic, aim forwards. Pau Kubasi getting this one clear. Araujo, it's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. Rafinha, tries to dink it through. Defending of the desperate variety. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Davis shifted upfield. Diaz. Kimmich. It's clean! João Cancelo. De Jong. Barcelona. Pedri. Araujo forwards and with intent. João Cancelo. Barcelona. Davis. Tar. Upamecano. Out to the left it goes. Kimmich. Diaz. Diaz. And here's Kane. Musiala takes a shot. Goal! Bayern Munich! This could be big. This could be massive.
Bayern Munich, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Bayern Munich have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Rafinha. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Pedri. And he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Barcelona have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Looking to break at pace. Tar. Olise. And here's Kane. And they can counter here. And it's Olmo. Balde. Knocks it out wide. Bayern Munich have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Balde. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work, and it ought to pay off for them as well.
And here's Musiala, back into the middle. Jamal. Araujo, that's really well manoeuvred. feet. And here's Diaz. So much time and space here. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Balde. Lewandowski. And here's Dani Olmo. Rafinha. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. Araujo shifted upfield. Deftly away. And here's Dani Olmo. Rafinha. Over to the left. That's very neat. And here's Rafinha. Pedri. Bayern Munich have got themselves in front very early here. Stanisic. Davis. Diaz. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And here's Lewandowski. De Jong done delicately. It's a goal kick. Nicely intercepted. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Aim forwards. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Diaz. Tar. Diaz. Davis. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Musiala. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Balde. Pedri. Rafinha. Played out wide. Balde. And here's Rafinha. Oh, such a clever touch. Time and again they are repelled. It's run loose here. Nice touch. Rafinha picks it up out wide. Tar with the clearance.
Barcelona clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zone or man-to-man now.
De Jong. Rafinha. Out for a throw. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Kane, cracking ball. João Cancelo. De Jong. Araujo. Balde. Rafinha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Goretzka. Kane. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Kane, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Dani Olmo playing out to the left flank. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's a throw. Musiala does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's a good run down the right. Musiala looking to get on the end of this. Musiala turns and goes back, shapes to shoot! Oh, that is very close.
And that's exactly the type of adventure we want to see in the final two, Peter, and it's a pity it didn't cause the net to bulge.
Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Kubasi. How Kubasi gently done. And it's Cancelo. Davis. Throw in. Dani Olmo. Here's Yamal. Out to the right. Here's a corner, good chance. Diaz attempts a clearance. And it's De Jong. Moved on forwards. Now it's Kane. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Goretzka. Goretzka! Look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Bayern Munich are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Pedri. And it's played forward. Dani Olmo chasing after it. Stanisic does really well to win the ball there. Goretzka. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Olise forwards and with intent. And the counter is on. Kane. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Could be danger here. Stanisic gets over and intercepts. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Goretzka. Upamecano. Stanisic. It's a sharp pass. João Cancelo. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski has it in a wide position. It's really well cleared. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Yamal. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo. It's Lewandowski! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Diaz. Davis. Now it's Musiala. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Davis. De Jong. And it's Cancelo. Pedri chips it through. Played right into his path. Lewandowski is certainly onside here. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Davis, aim forwards. Musiala. Olise. Yamal. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Barcelona have a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Bayern Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! It's in!
Barcelona, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Upamecano. Kimmich. Tar goes forward. Calmly anticipates.
Kane really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Balde, gently done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Davis. Now who's going to be first to this? Yamal stood his ground strongly. Dani Olmo. And a chance! Moved on forwards. And it's Olmo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
De Jong. Araujo shifted upfield. Diaz. Musiala. Shot a goal! Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. Dani Olmo. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Played back in. Dani Olmo tries to thread one through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. And it's played forward. Kane. Now it's Kane. Davis. Davis, gently done. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Balde. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Kane. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, red, nice interception. Musiala. Musiala! Well, that is rather wayward.
Bayern Munich, I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafinha. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Back into the middle. Ball's played through. Balde. Crosses it in here. And that has gone horribly wrong. Olise. Goretzka. Upamecano. Tar. Kimmich. Davis. Davis forwards and with intent. He's got to be disappointed with that. And they'll Start all over again with the goalkeeper. Goretzka. Stanisic. That's really well manoeuvred. It's just beyond his reach. Chooses to deal with it himself. João Cancelo cuts it out. De Jong aimed forwards. Lewandowski made out towards the right wing. He's found a way through. Lewandowski. Surely now! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Davis. That's a good run down the left. Davis. He is through here. Diaz. There's the shot! Kimmich moves short. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Yamal. And it's played forward. Oh, easy pickings there. Stanisic. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. Kubasi. João Cancelo. Araujo. Rafinha. And it's Olmo. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski, purring through the gears. Now then, the ball's come loose. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rafinha. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Davis. And here's Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Rafinha! Pedri. De Jong. go. Kubas. Pedri forwards and with intent. And here's Kane. Steaming on goalwards, gets it away. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo, and that's aimed into the middle. Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Half-time in the final, Jim. How do you read it?
Bayern Munich really need to keep their focus now, Peter. They have the all-important lead, but their opponents are going to come at them with everything they've got in the second half, so they can't afford any switching off.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Balde. Tar makes the interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Yamal going full tilt down the right-hand side. Kimmich. Diaz. Now who's going to be first to this? It's Kane! He's done very well to get to that.
Kane really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Been knocked clear. And here's Olise. Stanisic. Rafinha. Pedri. Araujo. Balde gently done. And it's Olmo. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a throw. Clipped into space. Rafinha. Tar tries to clear. Musiala, chance here to counter. Kane. Olise. Tar. Musiala. Olise. Goretzka. Olise. Lovely bit of skill. Stanisic. Here's Diaz. Might be danger here. Goretzka. moved on forwards. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Oh, that's nice. Goretzka did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Kane. And the finish! Oh, the ball's come loose. Well, Danny's asking for trouble. Dani Olmo shifted upfield. Yamal. João Cancelo, who's set up one goal so far. Araujo. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Olise. Nice physical challenge. Dani Olmo. Lewandowski spread out to the left. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafinha. He's through here. Danger averted for now. Lewandowski, played back in. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's well done, really robust. Now it's Kane. He's in here, real chance! Can he stop it going out? Olise's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Kane brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Meccano, aim forwards. And here's Kane. And here's Diaz. Diaz, he's going to run down the left wing. Davis. Lovely feet. Chance to play it in. And here's Kane. And here's Davis. They can break here. Balde. Pedri. Rafinha. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. De Jong, gently done. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Balde. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Diaz. Davis. And it's played forward. Well, that's well seen too. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rafinha. Balde. And he cuts out the supply. Out to the left it goes. Barcelona.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
And here's Olise. Olise.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And it's Goretzka. Rafinha. Balde. Well, there's a probing ball. Tar. Goretzka. And here's Kane. Kane, oh, good spread. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayern Munich clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kimmich, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Olmo. De Jong. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha. Cleared without complications. Sweet feet. Rafinha. Now here's the delivery.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rafinha.
Barcelona deploying the high press here, trying to force the defence into making mistakes.
Yeah, can see that.
One stray pass, that might be all they need here.
Tar forwards and with intent. Davis. And here's Diaz. Caresses it through. Diaz has it out wide and in space. Really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Diaz. And that is a little undercooked. Pau Kubasi aim forwards. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. There's the header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Barcelona, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Musiala. So, what can they make of this? Diaz. There are a few waiting for it. That has been knocked clear. Yamal. Well, this looks promising. Got to make this count. And here's Lewandowski. Goretzka getting this one clear. Now it's Musiala. Well, that time. Excellent interception. João Cancelo shifted upfield. Do have a chance to counter here. That's really well manoeuvred. Face to face, tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety. Yamal. That has been cut short. Araujo. And here's Dani Olmo. João Cancelo. João Cancelo in by... Gets his head on it! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Lewandowski, chooses to go back. Araujo with a definite foul there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Moved on forwards. Tar gets over and intercepts. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's Lewandowski! Yes, it's in! This has become one superb game of football.
Well, from such a showpiece final as well, I think this is exactly the type of excitement that all the neutrals would have wanted on show. There's so many twists and turns in this game. It's a pleasure to watch.
And it's Kane. And it's played forward. Oh, he's caught him, in or out. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Balde. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Kimmich. Diaz. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Delivered across. Balde is there and he can get that clear. Rafinha forwards and with intent. Pass has gone astray.
Araujo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Calmly anticipates. Little Meccano makes the interception. You can run onto that. And it's Diaz. Up he goes! Same again, same outcome.
Bayern Munich really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Kubasi aim forwards. Rafinha, now he's off and running. Rafinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Musiala. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Muscular approach does pay off here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Steps in, and that's the end of that. Araujo gently done. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Kane. And it's Musiala. Now it's Diaz. He can get that clear. Davis. Lewandowski with the foul. Diaz. That's tiny. Diaz with the delivery. Musiala. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played out to the right. What about the... Oh, what a glide! There's the shot! And that has been blocked away. Kubasi have it back and can go again. Well retrieved, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedri. Stitch defending, but that'll do. Oh, now can they counter? Diaz. Davis, hit into the middle, and it's played forward. Araujo. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Now it's Diaz. He's got away. Lofted in. Alde gets it away. Played towards the front line. Upamecano. Stanisic.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Diaz. Davis. Pedri gets rid without sophistication. Oh, some tackle that. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Davis. Kane. Oh, great play.
Bayern Munich really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Goretzka. Oh, he's found, and he shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Goretzka fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it. Until the very end, though.
Rafinha. Tar gets it clear.
Barcelona really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nicely intercepted.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
João Cancelo, shot it goal! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Looking to hit the byline here. Showing good feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Diaz. Here's Elise. Here's Mustafi. Shoots here! And somehow he managed to miss it. Bayern Munich can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jade.
And a shot! Goal! Bayern Munich! his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to clear it. Here's Musiala. Bayern Munich have reclaimed it. And here's Diaz. Diaz crosses. Cleared away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's dealt with that well. Gavi, and it's Cancelo. And that has been cleared. It's a throw-in. Proves too strong.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. And the finishing line very much in sight now. Just a few moments from glory. Guerrero. Kimmich. Goretzka. Tar. Forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Kimmich.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Balde. Guerrero attempts a clearance. That's going to go a long way. Here comes the corner. Pedri plays it short. Chance to shoot! Kimmich has gone direct here. Rafinha. Tar tries to clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep backing away, and eventually things might change.
Gavi! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Elise. Made out to the left flank.
Bayern Munich can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Brilliantly cut out.
Bayern Munich really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Upamecano. Gnabry is onto it in a flash. And there's green grass ahead of him. Al-Qudasi gets rid without sophistication. He'll sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Upamecano played with finesse. Now that's well seen too.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bayern Munich, moments now away from seeing this one out. So who's he picking out? Crunching tackle.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And again! And the keeper couldn't hold it. We've got a goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Neuer, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the dying minutes. Tar. Pedri. Araujo. João Cancelo. Balde. Ferran Torres. Now it's Gavi. And that's a good ball. It's Lewandowski! Did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
To Gnabry. Kane! Classic Kane brilliance! Late in the day, this could well be it! Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bayern Munich take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
And if they do hold on to this now, they deserve it. That's what champions do, man.
It's Rashford! Stanisic gets good distance on it. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Gavi, delivered with swing.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
De Jong shifted upfield. And it's hoisted clear. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Rashford. That has been knocked clear. a gear here. That's really well manoeuvred. He's had a shot! Back into the middle. And here's Gnabry. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Kane is offering a right smile there.
Get it clear. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Guerrero. Nice control. Ball swung in. And that has been clubbed away. That'll be a throw. Martin, aim forwards, Guerrero cuts it out. Muscular approach does pay off here. João Cancelo herring after the ball here. Kubasi, Kubasi forwards and with intent. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Kane. Right into his path. Lima, and it's played in here. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. Up towards the front line. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Lima. Goretzka. Can he latch on to this? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Bayern Munich are the winners. The ceremony is fitting. Their triumph.